And we're rolling, baby, with the Berman Method Podcast, treating problems, not symptoms. David going against Goliath. Goliath being the corporate medical system, big pharmaceutical companies, health insurance companies. They do not have your best interests in mind. They'll choose profits over patient outcomes every single time. Dr. Jake Berman here with my beautiful co-host,
Jenni Berman, physician assistant.
Holy cow, do we got a fun story to start off with today.
Oh, jeez. Is it talking about insurance?
How did you know?
Because I'm living it again.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You can't make this crap up. You just can't make it up.
It's true.
Let's do a very quick Cliff Notes version of this because I want to get into the fourth physical component out of 5 that contributes to your ability to arrive at 80 feeling 60 and ultimately your overall quality of life, really.
Right. Yeah. Anti-aging, longevity, quality.
Yeah. But before we get into that, I mean, you cannot make this shit up. You just can't.
I can't believe you're starting my day with my blood pressure and cortisol being elevated by bringing this up again. That's how Vera says again, by the way. She goes, Mom, I have to pee again. Okay. Anyways, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we're digressing here.
So we have we're past tense now. We had health insurance.
Yeah. So just kind of a real quick summary. We, for the last 4 years, have done health shares, Christian health sharing. And prior to getting pregnant with Walker, knowing that we wanted to get pregnant again, we decided that we would utilize health insurance with maternity to help with the just maternity coverage, knowing that I had to have a C-section. And so we got on a health insurance. And yes, we've talked a few episodes now about all the trauma that I've been through dealing with this insurance, between Walker needing a medically necessary surgery where he could have required kidney transplants by the age of 7 if we hadn't done the surgery, and insurance denying it. And then me fighting with insurance about doing my abdominal hernia repair, which ended up being paid out of pocket without insurance because they denied that too. And now here we are. Vera broke her arm.
And this thing was noticeably broken, not like a hairline fracture, just rub some dirt in it. Like, I picked her up off the ground and her hand was still on the ground. This thing was as crooked as a question mark, both bones, ulnar radius, just complete fractured. There's no question. We got to go to the ER. This thing has to be set. She needs to be in a cast.
Right. It was medically necessary to have the arm treated in the emergency department right away.
Right. So Jenni takes Vera to the emergency room. We have health insurance, by the way.
Still, yes. I had not canceled it yet, so we still had it.
Who was it? United?
Freedom Life. Yeah, U.S. Health Group, Freedom Life.
Yep. So we had health insurance, and the premium monthly was?
I don't know, $1,400, I think. Yeah, around there.
Yeah. And you had contemplated it. We're like, should we cancel this insurance because we're done with
having babies.
Yes. Yeah. And for whatever reason, you're like, no, I'm not going to cancel it.
Well, I hadn't decided what health share we were going to go back to. And that's ultimately the reason I hadn't yet canceled the health insurance, is I just had not decided upon which health share, partially because of our time, right? Like spending the time to figure it out and interview all these companies, but I just hadn't figured out which one we were going to go to. So we still had the health insurance.
Right. So it just wasn't a priority. Luckily, it wasn't a priority. Okay, great. Yay. We've got health insurance and we've got a broken arm. So this is going to be covered. This ER visit's going to be covered. And we dodged a bullet. We could have been paying out of pocket for this thing, are the thoughts in my head.
Right. That's what we thought going into it. Knowing she had to be sedated. She had to be admitted, sedated, have, all the medication. An MD had to do it. She had to have x-ray, fluoroscopy, another x-ray, right? So we knew this was going to be a big bill.
Yeah. So long story short, we get the bill back.
Yes.
For $9,373.
$9,600.
$9,600.
Yes.
And we're going, what in the F is happening? So, okay, great. No surprise. let's see what insurance decided to pay for.
Yes. So I call up insurance and I say, well, first I called the hospital. They told me that insurance denied the bill and that that was our patient responsibility. And I'm like, okay. So I call insurance and insurance says, well, the benefits say that you get blah, blah, blah for the visit, blah, blah, blah for the x-ray. So your total coverage by us based on your benefits is $625.
But wait. It was originally a $13,000 bill.
$12,000 hospital bill. The hospital billed the insurance $1,200.
$12,000.
I mean, $12,000.
Yep.
Yes.
And the insurance said, we did you a favor and we gave you a provider discount.
Yes.
Which brought it down $2,500.
Yes. It was just over 10 grand.
Yeah.
At that point. Yeah.
And then based off of your plan, the only coverage for this visit was $625
total. Yes. Correct.
And it's like, what?
And he goes, that's what your benefits say. I say, what benefit? By the way, paying this hospital bill, self-pay, would have been just under $4,000. So if we would have walked in without insurance and told them we were self-pay, we would have paid less than $4,000 out the door. Now I have insurance. They've billed my insurance. My benefits say, quote unquote, that I get a $625 coverage. So now I owe $9,600 because I have insurance.
Because you are financially stable enough to afford to pay for insurance, you have to pay 3 times as much
for your hospital bill. And that doesn't even count the amount that we've been paying for this monthly coverage. So now I have lost money between my monthly coverage and the fact that I have to pay a multitude more because I have insurance.
So this is the tides are changing. Everything is changing and people are getting really pissed off right now. We've been giving you countless example after example for the past however many years now. And the reality is you get what you pay for. There's no truer time in the history of history that you get what you pay for regarding healthcare right now. And your insurance is bullcrap. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You need to stop seeking help for preventative care, longevity care, thinking that your insurance is going to cover it. Physical therapy. If you're rehabbing from a knee replacement, stop trying to use your shitty Medicare.
Right. And I've said it already. And so if you follow us on the socials, which if you don't, you should. But I said already, I'm like, if they don't care about a baby's kidneys, they don't care about my abdominal hernia, which could have been, affected my colon at some point. And now this whole issue with a severely broken arm and I have to pay more than I would have paid self-pay, I was like, 3 strikes, you're out. I said, transfer me right now so I can cancel this plan. And sure enough, they canceled me. And she goes, I'm really sorry. I go, you're not sorry. And she said, well, I have to tell you that because there's nothing else I can do for you. And I was like, yeah, you guys aren't sorry. Okay.
Oh
anyway,
goodness.
So we canceled the plan.
Oh,
we're done with insurance. It's dead.
Health insurance coverage is dead. It is gone. Health insurance based physical therapy clinics are on life support right now. In the past 18 months, I cannot tell you how many primarily health insurance based physical therapy clinics have gone out of business in Naples.
Right.
Like, it's just crazy. They're dropping like flies because it's not sustainable.
Right. The health insurance is not reimbursing them for the clients that they're seeing to be able to pay for the expenses within the business.
It's not viable anymore. So you've got to start thinking outside of the box. Yes, it's painful to pull money out of your pocket, to pull that credit card out and pay for back pain help, pay for knee pain help. It's a grudge purchase versus you go to Best Buy and you buy a TV, you walk out with a giant box and you're going, oh I just spent $1,000. Look at this big ass box I get. That's fun. But when you have to spend $1,000 to fix your knee, to fix your gut, to fix your autoimmune disorder, that's not fun. Mm-hmm. But neither is progression.
Right.
Neither is getting better. Neither is exercise. I hated exercising this morning. It was freaking cold. It was 38 degrees. I'm working out in the barn. I had to run from the house to the barn and get on the Peloton as fast as I could. I've never warmed up so fast in my life, spinning my legs around trying to pick a class. I hated it. Mm-hmm. But I did it.
Right.
Because I know it's going to be good for me.
Right. And that you'll feel better after.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's pivot slightly to what we really wanted to talk about today.
Slightly. I mean, it's still about your quality of life.
Yeah, it's still about longevity. Arriving at 80 feeling 60, arriving at 60 feeling 40. Just feeling younger than what your age actually says. Mm-hmm. So I started out with saying that standing on one leg was really, really important. Number 2 was being able to touch your toes from a standing position with straight knees, being able to touch your toes, even if you've never been able to touch your toes in your life. There's no reason at all why you couldn't. Mm-hmm. And then number 3 was being able to walk for an hour without any significant reason why you couldn't.
Right. Or having to take a big recovery.
Right. So being able to walk around Costco, go into Disney, walk around with the grandkids, stroll down Fifth Avenue. Now, number 4, this is probably the biggest one out of all of them individually. Being able to get down on the ground all the way and get back up again without using your hands. Now, there's a lot of you listening to us that are younger, and you're like, yeah, that's not a problem at all. Okay, well, go ahead and do it, and try to do it as slow as you possibly can.
Right.
And then check both sides. Meaning that if you got down with your right leg predominantly and got back up with your right leg again predominantly, see if you can do it just as easily on the left side.
When I think so many people, when they hear it, they're like, yeah, I could get down on the ground and back up. Like, that's no problem. And then you actually go to do it without your hands. Like, not pushing your hands off of your legs, not pushing off the floor, literally not using your hands. Put them on your hips and try to do it that way. Then people are like, oh, that's actually harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. And it's one of these things where this is it. This is the whole marketing scheme behind, help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Right.
Where's my life alert button? Mm-hmm. This is where millions of dollars have been made on that freaking device, the life alert device.
Right.
It's this fearful thing that just creeps up out of nowhere where you go from being very confident and independent, autonomous, I don't have any issues at all, to one day you, quote unquote, you have crappy balance and you're scared to get down. You're scared of falling because you can't get back up again.
Right. Like
it doesn't happen black and white like that. This is a progression. This is a progression over 15, 20, even 30 years.
The slow progression, mostly at night, in the dark.
Yeah. And this whole thing starts in your 40s. It really starts in your 40s. Pay attention. Every time you get down on the ground and get back up again, you pick up a toy, you pick up your shoes, you do something. I can almost guarantee that you're going to get up with the same exact leg every single time. I watch you do it every single night.
Hey, I'm doing so much better about alternating.
You're doing better, but I watch you do it every single night. Every single night after bath time, we get down on the ground in the girls' room and read them a book. And every single night without fail, you, Jenny, you get up off the ground with your left leg.
It's not true anymore.
It's not true anymore all the time.
Okay, well, anyways, it is something I have to physically, consciously think about and work on to make sure I'm not always getting up on the same leg. Yes. And
this is what happens. You do this over 20, 30 years, you start to create muscle imbalances, strength imbalances. That's the downward death spiral of your life right there. That's where your function goes down. If you're, Jenny, if your left leg is 20% stronger than your right leg, 40 years from now, there's 0% chance your balance is going to be good.
Yes.
It's just not possible.
Correct.
Because in order for your balance to be good, you have to have equal strength on each leg.
Yes.
Just by definition.
Right.
So this is what you do. So there's a lot of you listening to this where it's not so easy to get down on the ground and get back up again.
Well, and I think that's where also, not just the strength aspect, but as we're in our 40s, I mean, we're probably not getting down on the ground as often as we did prior to that. So when you're raising kids, you're on the floor all the time. You're reading them a book. You're playing with them. You're helping them this morning, I was on the ground helping Vera change a diaper on her baby doll, right? Like we're on the ground a lot, but as the kids get a little bit older and as we start to transition in life, we don't have to get on the ground as often.
And when we do, we unknowingly use our hands.
Right. We'll use the dresser or the chair or something to push off of to help us get up.
You don't even know that you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
100% of the time, you don't even know that you just used your hand on your knee to get down on the ground. You just used your hand to push off your knee to get back up off the ground. Because it's work. It is work for you to consciously say, don't use my hands and only use the muscles in my leg to push my ass up off the ground. It's more work to do that, and humans by nature are lazy.
Well, how many times now do we watch people get out of a chair and use their hands just to get out of a chair or to get off the toilet? I mean, we don't watch people get off the toilet, but just think about it. Like when you're getting off the toilet, are you using your hands on your legs or on the commode to get up? Or if you're sitting in a chair, are you using your hands to get out of a chair? Like that's problem number one.
You don't even know that you're doing it.
No.
So the first part is conscious awareness. Just bringing attention to it. Just try to be aware every single time you get down on the ground, get back up again. Don't use your hands. If you can already do it, and you don't have any issues doing it consciously, then just be more conscious and don't use your hands. And alternate. Okay, I did my left leg this time. Next time I'm going to use my right leg and just go back and forth. Mm-hmm. If one of them is noticeably weaker than the other one, then just only do the weaker side for the next month, the next 2 months, until it builds up as much strength as the other side.
Right. Or until it's more natural that you're like, oh, I'm choosing this leg more often now.
Right. Now, here's the big one. For those of you listening to this where you are struggling to get down on the ground and get back up again without using your hands, like it's a deal. Or even worse, you can't do it. If you can't get down on the ground and get back up again without using your hands, or if it's a labored effort, you must make this a number one priority over these next 12 months. This is crucial, absolutely crucial, because this is the one thing that I found over the past 15 years of working with seniors, 65 to 97. 97 is the oldest one that I'm actually working with them right now.
Currently, yeah.
Like he's a 97-year-old golfer that just puts a lot of my 70-year-olds to shame. But this is the number one thing that is most directly correlated with a high quality of life, maintaining independence, not having any physical restrictions at all.
Well, and reducing your fear.
Yeah, because you don't have any restrictions. Mm-hmm. Like you're not worried about it. My 97-year-old golfer, he's not worried if he falls getting out of the sand trap because he'll just get back up again. Mm-hmm. He's not fragile.
Right, right.
Like it's just a confidence thing. So getting back to you, talking to you right now, if you're struggling to get down on the ground and get back up again without using your hands, or if one of your loved ones is, if your parent or your grandparent, you know that they're struggling, there's no reason at all. There's zero reason at all why a year from now you shouldn't be able to do it easily.
Are you going to give us a hint?
What do you mean?
Are you going to tell us what to do?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what to do.
Okay,
Here's the thing, though. You've got to mentally be prepared to not die in the next year.
Right.
Right? So I've jokingly said this here and there over the podcast where I go, if you don't plan on dying in the next year, why not plan on being stronger, more functional than you are a year from now?
Right.
Every single one of us has the ability to be stronger. Till the day you die, you have the ability to get stronger. And if you don't plan on dying in the next year, why not plan on being stronger a year from now than you are today?
Yeah, Jake.
Are you talking to me now?
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yesterday, I had to be like, we're not quitters. You don't have to win, but don't quit as you're going to quit on me.
We're training for this freaking High Rocks competition that's coming up in Easter. And this is the most cardio that I've done in my entire life.
Okay, but the point is that I'm trying to make you stronger.
You are trying.
And at the end, you said, thank you for making me stronger.
Thank you for helping me be a better athlete. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me eat my spinach.
So you can get stronger.
You can get stronger, and you should get stronger. It just takes the right mental discipline and attitude to get stronger. So if you
And a coach.
And a coach. Yep, and a coach. So if you can't get down on the ground and get back up again right now, there's zero reason at all why you shouldn't be able to do it a year from now.
Right.
You just have to have the right strategy. So let's grade it. If you have no issue at all to get back down and get back up again, let's say you're a 10 out of 10. Like you don't have an issue getting down and getting back up again. You can do it. No hands, eyes closed, either side, doesn't matter. You're a 10 out of 10. But if you can't do it at all, you're a 0 out of 10.
Okay. Got it.
The way you get from a 0 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 is with the right progression. So step number 1, if you're a 0 out of 10, is not go all the way down. You just go from a chair to standing without using your hands.
Right.
Go from standing to a chair without using your hands and without plopping. That's how
No
you go.
plopping.
That's how you go from 0 to 1. Mm-hmm. To go from 1 to 2, now you just favor one leg when you stand up out of a chair.
Right.
So make your right leg do most of the work getting out of a chair.
Maybe a little staggered stance.
Yeah. Make your right leg do most of the work sitting down into a chair without plopping. And then switch. That's how you go from 1 to 2.
Okay.
And then from 2 to 3, make it even harder. Less weight on the non-dominant side. Get up and down from a chair. This is how you do a progression. And then ultimately you'll get to the point where, okay, I can do this pretty good. All right. Now let's work on using both of your hands and doing a little tiny baby lunge.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're getting into the functional position of getting down on the ground and get back up again.
What are we using our hands for? Like on our legs or on a bench?
On like a countertop or
okay. Got it.
a sturdy chair, stable chair, something like that.
Yeah.
So that you feel more confident getting down lower and then getting back up again. And then you're going to just gradually lower your knee to the ground until you ultimately get down to the ground and then you get back up again using your hands.
Right.
As you're doing this, you're switching sides.
Right.
Again,
can't do the same side every time.
Yeah, this takes a year, right? We're talking about a year. It doesn't have to take a year. But if you're starting at a 0 out of 10, there's no reason why you shouldn't be a 10 out of 10 in a year. So remember, this whole thing is spread out over the course of 12 months. And if you don't plan on dying a year from now, then you should do this. Your grandma should do this. Your mother should do this.
Right. And strength training just takes time. Building strength takes time. Building ability and conquering that fear factor takes time. But you have to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
We can't do it the first week of the month and then not touch it again until the next month. We need to be consistent on a daily basis, making this progression.
Every single day. Just like brushing your teeth. You have to do it every single day. If you got dentures, just like cleaning your dentures.
Right. Yes.
And this is how you do it. You want to get to the point to where every single one of us listening to this podcast has zero fear of getting down on the ground and getting back up again without using your hands. Because the overall confidence that's going to give you, the overall independence that's going to give you, the overall improvement in your quality of life, if you don't have any fear of getting down on the ground and getting back up again, you can keep gardening.
Yeah.
You can play with grandkids. You can play with great-grandkids. You can go walk on the beach. You can walk on unstable surfaces. You can get into a bunker on the golf course and get back out again. You don't have to just leave the ball if you land in the trap.
Right.
Right?
Get on
down
a boat,
there.
get off a boat.
Yeah, on and off a boat. How many people live in Southwest Florida or on the water who would love to go boating, but they're like, you know what? I can't get on the damn thing. I can't get off the thing. Or I'm scared. What happens if a wave hits the boat and the boat rocks and I go down? Screw that.
Right.
Get your ass back up again.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Strengthen that booty.
Yeah, get them booty muscles working. Jeez Louise. Speaking of booties, so as I was dying yesterday doing burpee broad jumps, like this is what I tried to quit on. We had to do 150 of these mother effers, and I got to 140, and I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm not doing the last 10.
It wasn't 150 in a row, though.
It was 50, then it was 40, then it was 30, then it was 20.
Split up. So anyways, you got back from rowing and all you had left was 10 burpee broad jumps after you had already done 140 and you tried to tell me you were done.
I'm like, I'm done. I'm not doing this.
And what did I say to you?
We are not quitters. Get your effing ass over
I
there.
did not say that.
And finish.
That's not what I said. I said, you cannot quit on 10 left when you've already done 140. That doesn't make any sense. You've already done 140. What's 10 more? And then I said, we're not quitters. You don't have to win, but you can't quit.
And
Those were my exact words.
And I said, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
And you did them.
Yeah. But anyways, as I was watching you do your burpee broad jumps, I was like, damn, girl, look at that booty.
Can you
Jeez
stop?
Louise, bootylicious. Seriously, from a professional standpoint, though, I'm going, that is the reason why you dominated that particular exercise, because you're freaking strong. In the past 6 months, your legs and your glutes have really exploded, and it's a lot of strength. So you're sitting there doing burpee broad jumps way easier than I was, and you could see. So from a professional standpoint, not me being your husband and being like, oh, damn, girl, you got the strength to do it. So it made that exercise, that task, that obstacle, that much more, I don't want to say easy, but doable.
Doable, yeah. And I was saying that this morning, actually, when I was working out this morning.
You were saying how good your booty was?
No. This morning, a girl with me said, this is just so much legs. And I feel like I feel like all I've been doing is legs lately. Legs every day. But functionally. It's not like I'm going and back squatting or doing bridges or doing the glute machine every day. Like functionally working legs every day between wall balls and squat jumps and lunges and just really focusing on the strength to be able to do these things like getting off the ground.
Yep. Yep. And I've been trying to keep up with you. In this past weekend, both of my go-to pairs of jeans were a little snugger than I remember them being. One pair of jeans I've had since college, and they're one of my favorite pair of jeans that I wear when it's cold out and I wear my boots. And I'm like, shit, like my thighs are feeling a little snug in here. Like, man, I guess I'm growing a little bit more. Might have to get those athletic jeans that are stretchy jeans now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's good. It's all good. And the point of all of this is
consistency. That's the point.
Yeah, consistency. And check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's a big one. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. What is that from? Which movie was that? I'm spacing out on that. But I'm freaking... Ali G, I think, is who it was. But anyways, if you're 40 years old and you think you can get down on the ground and back up again easily without using hands, see if you can do it easily with both legs. Mm-hmm. If you're 80 years old and you can't do it, why not do it at 81 years old?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Does that work?
Perfect. Yes. Start practicing now. So,
in summary, our take-home message is F your insurance, your health insurance. They do not care about you. Speaking of that, I don't even know if I should do this anymore, but the amount of clients that I have just in the past 3 months who have Medicare plus this ridiculously amazing supplement. It's usually a Blue Cross Blue Shield, or they had their own company or whatever it was. They've got this $20,000 to $30,000 a year supplemental plan that covers everything. And these people, my clients, they're not used to paying for anything because they got Medicare and these amazing secondaries, supplementals. The amount of people in the past 3 months that are so fed up that they're not covering anything anymore.
Right.
It doesn't exist. It's over.
Tired of, and I don't even think I ever finished my sentence earlier when I was like, if they don't care about these things, what makes you think they give a lick about your longevity and anti-aging and improving your muscle balance and helping you to not fall on the ground and get a concussion and need a CT scan of your brain? They don't care.
They don't, because think about this. Jake and Jenny, we're focused on helping you get to 100 years old, arrive at 80, feeling 60, arrive at 80, feeling 60. We want you to live as long as possible, as healthy as possible. But if you're on Medicare, that means the government has to pay for you.
Right.
So if you live longer, that's a bigger expense. We can go down this conspiracy theory real quick.
Okay.
The healthier you are, the longer I got to pay for your ass. It's like, wait a minute. No, let's get you out of here.
A whole new level. Okay. All right. So
with that,
ciao for now.